Wrong one. Yay! Welcome to the stream. You guys didn't see that, right? Totally.
Definitely not.
Welcome to the back. Welcome back, everyone. It's so good to have you.
Hey!
Yeah, I am joined today by the crew as well as one new member.
Whoa!
Yeah, that one.
I am
Time
slow.
for recruitment arc.
Yeah, recruitment arc. Ooh, didn't really do that with the rest of the crew. Like an island.
We kind of did with Eileen, but
Oh yeah, Eileen had a recruitment arc.
we just weren't important enough to get our own recruitment arc.
Clearly.
Yeah, we're the PCs. We're not important.
Okay. So, why don't we all introduce our your characters? I'm here today. I woke up from a nap like 20 minutes ago, so,
Rub that sleep out of your eyes.
yeah, I know. So, yeah, everyone introduce your characters. Pete, why don't you take it away?
I am playing Gene Paulsgrave. I am the captain of the crew of sea adventurers that we have here. Gene is a relatively nice dude, but he ate the wither fruit, which makes him have the power to kind of like drain people's life source, like a bad guy would do. And
As
it
you
also,
do.
I'm sorry, I was chewing gum, and I was like wondering why I'm having such a hard time speaking. It's because I was chewing gum. Also, it kind of causes him to get drained. It's kind of a curse that's slowly withering away at him, and as a result, he has to kind of drain the life force of other people to live. And that's sort of Gene's whole deal. But despite all that, he tries to be a nice guy.
Yeah, we're actually the vampire pirates.
Yeah.
This is
I
our
don't
origin
know.
story.
I don't know
He's
about that.
he's doing the best he can to make it in this mixed up world.
Fair enough. Okay, who wants to go next?
I'll go next. I play Sunny, who is a half-dwarf chef and the first mate on the crew. He is also a devil fruit user. His devil fruit is the fold. He can fold anything besides himself. Right now there's a limited amount of times, but eventually there will be an infinite amount of times, and it'll be bigger objects. Basically anything he can carry currently, he is able to fold several times. Past 6, past 11, something like that. It's cool. Also, he's a bit of a pervert. I might as well get that out of the way now.
He admits it. All right, who's next?
Sure, I'll go next.
All right.
I play this guy, Dunstan Duke, who is the ship's navigator and only lifeguard, since he's the only one without devil fruit power.
Yeah, team pool floaties here.
He's a bit of a punk, wields a big halberd. And he has a pet dinosaur, a pet triceratops.
Yes,
Named-
named Chad.
Exactly.
Yeah, Chad.
Willie, that's right.
Yeah, totally. His name's Chad. Okay.
Yeah, Gary is a loyal steed
Yeah.
that was no way threatened with his life.
Yeah, in
And
no
for,
way.
and for everyone coming back, anyone not aware of this joke, his name changes every time anyone says it.
Yeah. So, and he was gently forced to be with them, but also there were hot girls, and he's into that, apparently. He's about the ladies.
He's a bigger pervert than
I don't
than
know
Sunny
about
is.
that. He just
He's
like...
definitely a bigger pervert than Sunny.
Impossible.
It's possible. Anyway, since you spoke up, what about you, Ta? What's your character?
I am playing Millie. She is one of 3 sisters. She's also a devil fruit user, but the party, except for one of her sisters, don't actually know about that because she doesn't talk about it or flaunt it.
She's almost never used it. She's used it once during a boss fight. Dun 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 dun.
And
Which-
nobody was around to see it.
Well, except her sister.
But her sister was unconscious and already knew.
Yeah, so didn't really help matters.
She is a Kuja, and she wants to be a singer.
Yeah,
She wants to spread the world with her beautiful music and make people happy.
Yeah. Okay. As for the rest of the crew, you have Millie's sister Tilly, who's a bit of not. She's a bit of a valley girl, a bit of a psychopath. It depends on how she's feeling at the moment. And then there's Eileen, the girl who the crew rescued last arc. She has the vampire mythical Zoan fruit, and she has suffered a lot because of it. But
Also, the adopted third sister.
yeah, she got adopted to be Millie's third sister because Millie just loves to love, I guess. All right. And we'll keep the last character a secret for now, because the players don't know what he's about, and I don't know what he's about yet. So that's fun. But you can introduce yourself, Snow. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Snow. This is my first time properly using Roll20, so I'm learning everything as I go, and yeah, that's kind of it. I'm gonna be like working on my sheet as I go because I didn't take care of it earlier.
It's because he's a procrastinator. Some of
So
us may relate.
unprofessional.
Well, that and Roll20 does not like the mobile scene, which is what I am stuck with at the moment. So
Oof, that's rough.
yeah, not a fun time.
Alrighty. Well, with that, I think it's time to get the title music underway. Let's go. Fun. Alright. And let us play the recap music. Yeah. Alright, last time on One Piece. Do you guys remember what happened, or shall I do it?
Haven't the bodies.
Alright.
Do it.
I'll do it. Last time on One Piece, the crew headed out for the Grand Line. You guys remember that? You encountered pretty quickly Reverse Mountain, which very dramatically had its own sort of trials and tribulations as you shot up the mountain vertically. And as you got to the top, it wasn't quite over yet. You still had to ride all the way down. And once you did get to the bottom, there was a giant whale waiting for you. And a grumpy old man on top of that. The Laboon and Crocus pretty much gave you a a very brief idea of where you could go, and that you should go, and that it was very dramatic and needed to be zoomed in a lot. And you just sailed out into a direction, going where your heart wanted to. As you did, one of the unexpected storms of the Grand Line swooped in. It was actually a pretty nasty one, but fortunately you all tied yourselves off pretty well. You got Spot down below decks, the Triceratops, and it was going pretty okay up until Eileen fell overboard once, but her rope saved her. Unfortunately, it took a while to get her back up on deck, and when another larger wave crashed over the deck, she fell off. She went overboard. Thankfully, Dunstan, the crew lifeguard, jumped in after her and saved her. Otherwise, you might have been short one of the newly acquired doctor. And as the storm cleared, you all saw yourself before a very lush and green-looking island. And that is where we'll pick up today. Did I miss
Is
anything?
the lush and green-looking island the one that we see right here?
Yeah, it is in fact.
Ah.
Go figure. Alright.
Clearly, nothing bad will happen on that island.
Clearly not. Alright.
None but smooth sailings from here on out.
Yeah, clearly.
But then a giant dwarf appears, and everything is now weird.
Hang on, let me...
Are we in Sunny Stream now?
We are now in Sunny's dream.
Oh my god. Let me move you guys back to your ship.
Hey.
Hey,
So,
it
Jean...
looks a bit different.
Yeah, Jean, I think you're one of the only ones on top deck? Or you went
Oh,
down?
I just moved myself, but yes, sure.
You were tied to the boat wheel. Pretty
Oh, this is like literally immediately after the.
right.
This is like right after the storm.
Right.
Okay, great. Then yes, maybe I'm still tied to the boat. Oh, because Eileen almost died, and yeah. All right, so yeah, I'm still tied to the boat wheel.
Yep. So
One might say comically.
you're the only one who sees the island appear before you. The boat is still anchored, by the way. So you're not
excellent.
exactly moving.
Well, I mean, they're dealing with a lot of stuff right now. I think Jean's very content to just kind of wait for everyone to be like, all right, Eileen's okay, and then, you know, at some point someone will get him. And at that time, he'll say that land is hope.
Well, down below decks, Eileen is How do I do that? Ha, got it. Down below decks, Eileen is kind of resting after being almost drowned. She seems,
And at least 2 people crying over her.
yeah, at least 2 people.
Millie and
Sunny.
Sunny.
Yeah. I'm really okay, you know. I'm fine.
You almost drowned.
Yeah, you almost died.
It's okay. I just feel a little under the weather. That's all.
You should rest. I'm gonna cook you something real good.
Okay.
I'll go help too.
By that, you're just gonna get her extra special blood.
Alright.
Because that's all she needs.
Yep. Eileen is gonna be resting in this room over here. I think. Yeah. Eileen didn't claim a room, actually, so that could be her room for now. And, Tilly's gonna step out and be like, so, what was up with all the fucking around and stuff?
We were in a storm, and Eileen fell off the boat. Then Tungsten saved her, and we're fine now.
Very macho, Mr. Man. I knew those muscles were good for something.
Yeah, right. Dunston's just backing away slightly here.
Yeah, there's
I
like
better go check on the captain.
There's a bit of a predatory stare in Tilly's eyes. Ah, well. Why don't you go help Sonny?
Sorry, you cut out for me.
She said, why don't you go help Sonny?
Yeah, that's what you was gonna do. So,
Dunstan, I'm glad you've made it up. If you wouldn't mind a little help with the ropes, they did a very good job tying me up. But well, that continues to hold.
Sure thing, Captain. Does
Oh, there's
Dunstan
land,
spot the
by the way.
island? Does he come to?
I don't know if you saw
Oh,
this.
roll me a spot.
I mean, he's just pointed it out, so I'd assume so.
Yeah, and you can definitely if Gene points it out.
Okay. In that case, as soon as Dunstan sees the island, he's going to stop, look to the island, and then and run downstairs to grab a notebook and start sketching, leaving the captain there.
Dunstan!
He's distracted now. He needs to draw this island.
Well,
You've been left.
Gene just continues to wait.
Someone's left me. What?
Down below decks, Sonny and Millie are in the kitchen.
Millie is she pulls her sword out and about to open her wrist.
What? Oh, jeez.
What?
Open her wrist.
No. You stopped. What are you doing?
Wait, what?
Doesn't she drink blood?
Oh, okay.
We were all very concerned all at once.
Yes, but we have some of that. You don't gotta open your wrist for that. That's a really bad place to give blood.
You're the chef, so you know what's best.
There it is. Can't argue with that.
Somebody actually listen. He's gonna get some of the meat that he's been specially curing to make it juicier with the blood.
Mm-hmm.
To pour into a cup or something.
A blood smoothie, I
We're
like
not
it.
savages.
A nice blood smoothie, yep.
It's a nice warm glass of blood.
Don't worry about it. We'll help recover.
Look, Eileen can't help it, guys.
Just never mind that the slabs of meat hanging are human shaped. Forget about it.
I mean, if anyone can relate to this, it's Gene. Like,
I mean, she's a vegetarian, to be fair, so...
He also prepares it with a nice side salad.
Or a vegan? I don't know what you call a vampire vegetarian.
One who drinks pig's blood. I guess they're still kind of a carnivore, but they don't
Vegetarian?
I guess.
Either way, I got some nice beef blood with the side salad for her.
Awesome.
Fine.
A side salad.
In case, you know.
Take it up to her then. Alright.
Eileen, I got something special for you.
Hi, Sonny. What is it?
It's a smoothie. And I don't know if you really eat salads, but I got that for too.
Oh, thank you.
And
It should help you feel better. Keep up your strength.
okay. And she'll take it and like sip the smoothie out of the straw very slowly.
It is
It's good.
blood smoothie.
She likes it. It seems to be good to her.
Good.
She's looking a little happy, a little rosy, like.
Thank you, Sonny.
Of course, anything to help.
Well, I'll eat in here. So could maybe check on the captain.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
All right, he's still tied up, isn't he?
See you later. Tied up. What? All right, you just tied up. I guess I go help.
Well, you stay safe, and Millie will pat her on the head, then leave the room.
Dad.
Sonny, I'm glad you made it up here. If you could just untie me very quickly.
Yeah,
Also, there's land if you're interested.
Land. Get rid of this for you. He's going to do the cool anime thing where vaguely opens his sword and then pushes it back down and then unties him manually with his hand.
You were looking like you were gonna cut the ropes and then you just untie it?
Yep.
Okay, fair enough.
But he does it very quick.
I imagine there was a look of like... I imagine there's a look as he went for the sword of like, that rope costed money. All right, thank you. I would have, if I was a little bit stronger, I would have just, broken out of the ropes, and that would have been.
No. That rope costs money.
I agree, actually. So, land ho. Although I don't know if it's going to have anything that I'm looking for, but it's at least worth stopping and checking out. Can we see? We're getting like closer.
No, you're not. You're anchored.
I imagine we're like, I was gonna say weighing anchor and like actually sailing towards it now.
I mean, no one's weighed the anchor.
We haven't done that, but we can now.
I begin saying things like, all right, everyone, weigh anchor, hoist the mains, the mizens, to get all of the ship components where they need to be to sail.
Do the thing.
But in a manner that is more appropriate with his knowledge of sailing.
Fair enough. I mean, fair enough. Wow. Okay. Roll.
That was a fail enough.
Yeah. Roll me some sailing checks.
Millie doesn't actually have sailing, so she can't.
Well, not Millie, maybe. Millie can go weigh the anchor.
Sailing is what skill?
Sailing?
I mean, like, wisdom, dex.
I think it's like wisdom.
I have it down for wisdom.
Yeah,
It's wisdom.
There you go.
Wow.
How do you? I'm not a sailor.
You're having a lot of trouble.
Just like...
It seems like the storm tied up the rigging pretty well.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, this is pretty mundane sailing, I would assume. Like, can I just, like... I don't know if you play with this rule. Can I just do, like, take 10 for a 10?
Yeah, you can take 10.
Yeah, alright. I mean, Gene's just gonna be methodical about it. He'll go up and, alright, well, a bit of a pain, but I'll get working on those knots.
Yep, and as you untangle everything, you see Sonny has somehow spider webbed himself into the rigging.
The shoes on the other foot. Of course, untie Sonny.
I was nice. If it was Dunstan, maybe you wouldn't, but...
Yep. So you untie Sonny and set him down. It's pretty easy, and very soon you're underway and headed towards that very green island.
Yes, I was hoping more for places with some, civilization and so forth. But again, there's no harm in looking around. Now that we're actually moving towards it, I was going to ask: are there any signs of civilization here? Smoke through the trees, villages,
Give me
obvious large clearings.
Give me a spot check. Everyone who's on the deck of the ship.
Well, that's pretty good.
Oh, that's pretty good. Sonny.
And so the streak continued.
Sonny, your shoes untied? You're really distracted by that.
I wear sandals.
Yeah, they're untied.
The sandals are untied.
I guess someone fix my sandals?
Yeah. Dunstan, you don't really see anything interesting, but Jean, you actually do see signs of some really, really shabby looking docks over by the mouth of a river that seems to head inland.
Well, that's where I'll direct the ship towards. are those shabby ducks.
All right. And as you get closer and closer, you can see that the river that heads into the island is actually quite wide. It seems like it could accommodate the ship pretty easily.
I'll
Of course, there's
just,
always the shabby docks, but
yeah, I'll call all hands on deck. Sonny, make sure that everyone comes up. I think we should all make this choice
Okay,
together.
just 1 second. Just carrying my sandal real quick.
How did that even happen?
Probably in the storm. I was running around a lot, so.
I suppose.
af-
Wait for everyone to get up.
after a moment or two, Tilly appears on the deck, and then Eloise appears on the deck, posing triumphantly.
Give him a pat on the head.
Yeah, he likes that. And even Eileen comes up on the deck holding her smoothie.
All right, everyone. We've reached land. We have a couple of choices here. If we're going to ford this more narrow channel here and go inland, we should probably be ready for whatever waits with us at the end. There's obviously some signs of civilization here. It may be safer just to tie up and walk inland here at the dock, where we know that, we're going to be less observed, or at least it appears that way. What was everyone's thinking on this?
We don't really need to restock. So going inland wouldn't be necessary for that. The forest could afford us some extra forageable, so the docks, although they don't look great, they could serve to hide us in case Tungsten decides to
Oh, I
get in trouble or something.
I see how it is.
Overhead, in the crow's nest, Millie will yell down, "We should pillage them."
We're not going to do that.
Let me correct myself in case Tungsten or Millie decide to pillage or something.
We should pillage the dock. There we go. That's what she said.
I know it's Tungsten, but now that Millie's saying it, now Sonny's saying Tungsten.
Tungsten. You're treating the animal. You're treating the man as the same as the animal now.
Well, we gotta stay on the island until the log post sets anyway. We might as well explore it. Who knows what's out there?
How long does that take?
Dunstan shrugs.
All right, well, let's. My thinking is that the Grand Line here is fairly dense with pirates from all stories and words I've heard. We may be safer if we bring our boat inland rather than leaving it out where it could be ransacked unaccompanied.
Well, the decision really is up to you, Captain.
I just wanted to hear other takes. If all of you feel feel the opposite way, then
I don't see a problem with either one. Either way, I think we'll be okay.
I definitely don't want those guys from before to find us so soon. They might do something mean again.
That's true. Maybe inland is better, because they won't be as easy to see the ship if it's inland.
yes, it's a question, I suppose, of do you think that what lies outward coming to this island is more dangerous, or do you think what lies inside of it is more dangerous? And my guess is outward.
Well, we'll be able to make a quicker escape if the ship is on the outside of the island, though.
That's
All right,
true.
in that case, let's put it to a vote. There are 6 of us, so I'm counting mine as, I'll call a tie. But I say that we go inward.
I agree. I also say we go in.
I say we go in.
And I think we should stay out for an easy escape. Dunstan has a point, you know.
I agree. I think we should go to the docks.
Dunstan!
The dock's on the outside.
Well, it looks like the choice has been made either way. inward we go.
Alright. Cool beans. And, oh gosh, I don't think I have a boat prepared, but just bear with it. You find yourselves in a very kind of thickly wooded area. The trees really loom over
It's okay, we'll be the boat.
I'm sure I could find a ship somewhere. Nope.
Oh lord, there's a gigantic frog.
We'll just call the dinosaur boat for the next few scenes.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll try and find something real fast.
The boat was in us all along.
Yeah, the boat. There's the boat, definitely.
I made a boat.
Thanks.
Did we name our ship?
No, I don't
Oh,
think
you
so.
did. You definitely did.
Oh wait, it's the old man, right?
Yeah, it's the old man Jenkins.
Right, right.
Old man Jenkins.
You know what? The box works. The box works.
I want our boat to be all spooky now.
You want the old man Jenkins to be all spoopy?
It's blood red.
Oh God,
It's a ghost ship.
no! All right, everyone, drag your tokens onto the
Do we
map.
really have to call it the old man Jenkins?
I
Yes.
mean, you didn't stop it, so
As we're kind of sailing along here, I don't know about the old man Jenkins. I feel like maybe we could have done better.
I feel like we
What?
can still do better. It's not on the side of the ship yet, so it's
Yeah,
not
we
the
have-
official name.
I'm
It
kind
is
of
on
with
the
Sunny
side.
on this.
I think it is painted on the side of the ship because
It's not actually. I don't
It-
think we painted it
I
on.
did.
yeah,
Did?
Oh, that's true.
Oh, well, I guess it's official, man.
I remember
mean-
this now. Never mind.
You can change it if you want, but
What's-
and I'll
painted
do an
on
even
now.
better job.
We'll just have to live with the OMJ.
Well, we can, if we change names, then I can have more practice. I like that idea.
yeah, you like that idea, huh?
Let's table this for now. I see a giant frog over there.
let's shelve this for now. I see giant frog.
Okay, well, all right. So as
Do I actually see a giant frog?
yeah, you do actually.
Okay.
There's just a giant ass frog, right over there.
Well, you see a giant frog. I see. Look.
Yeah, he's staring at you from the side of the river.
He might be poisonous. Be careful if you're going to.
Oh, it's nice to see some people.
Whether it's a poisonous frog or not.
This is not the music I want. It's too epic.
Oh, it's been a long time since I've seen some sailor. Oh god, they're attacking!
Oh God! And as you all are, yes, there is a giant frog. Tilly heads over to the railing to get a better look at it.
I too am
Dunstan will
doing
do.
that. But I'm doing
Also,
it.
Dunstan's also doing it, but I'm trying to. At the meantime, trying to remember everything he knows about frogs.
Same with Sunny, but for the pure purpose of cooking it.
Yep. And as you guys do that, something appears out of the water. Yeah. This is a big old crocagator. And it snaps at you guys. Leaps out of the water and takes a step. It hisses in the most crocodile way you can imagine. I can't make the sound. It's like a
And you send the boat to the back, so I'm not covered up by the boat.
I have
Sure.
no power there. That's gotta be Fox.
I'm doing it.
Fuck.
Yeah. Well, I sent it to the wrong layer.
Pete, you built this boat with problems. It's eating Sunny.
I don't know.
I've
We need a shipwright.
okay, it should be on the token layer again.
It is, but it is still in front of me.
There's also no grid anymore.
Oh. What am I doing?
I think you moved the back. You moved the whole map. You moved the whole map to the token layer.
Crap. I have made an
Need
error.
help?
No, I'm fine. Shut up. I did move the map to the
Yeah,
token
that's a
layer.
cool. That's a cool effect on that gator.
Yeah, that is
As
cool.
it kind of blends into the map. I like
There
that.
you go. The map's back. I'm good. So, yeah, the boat's just traveling along, and the gator kind of gently. How do you hide it? I don't know.
You can send to GM layer.
Oh, yeah. So as it snaps and misses, it goes back below the water surface.
Okay, so there are crocodiles or alligators. Does it have a thin snoot or a thick?
Well, with Dunstan's nature roll, he knows that's a crocagator.
A crocodigator specifically.
Yes.
Not a crocodile or an alligator.
Yeah, that's a crocagator.
Any banana gators in these woods?
It has features reminiscent of both alligators and crocodiles, but it's bigger than both of them. Also,
When Gene sees it, he calls out, "Is that one of the Aladiles?"
I also rolled an answer. What is my 15 get?
you also are aware that looks like a crocagator.
I'm pretty sure it's a crocodigator.
Oh, completely wrong.
What about the toad? Did I get anything off the toad?
You don't. You think that's a really big toad, but Dunstan, you know that toad is. It looks a lot like some of the smaller ones you've seen. You know, the normal sized toads you've seen. It tends to wait for its prey to come by it, and then it strikes. It's an ambush toad.
Dunstan is just going on, constantly talking, spanning out every fact that he can remember about crocodigators and toads. Just on a massive ramble.
Yep.
While writing it all down in a book.
Okay.
Here's the word ambush, and Sonny brings out his sword just in case this toad gets any ideas.
All right.
Author, grip your sword, Sonny.
And as you keep on moving down the river, another crocagator, the same one, you're not sure, resurfaces, and in front of the toad, and
Oh no!
you see the toad open its mouth, and then the crocagator's gone in one gulp.
Was there a tongue, or was it just look like it just like teleported into his mouth?
There was a tongue, but it was pretty
Okay,
fast.
I was afraid it had some kind of like suction
Is it
vacuum.
teleport, no me.
Yeah, sure. No, a tongue whips out, wraps around the crocagator, and before it has time to even hiss, it disappears into the toad's mouth. And then the toad just ribbits once, and then stares at you all again.
Uh,
I don't think it can get a whole boat. Gene says without confidence.
we can pick that thing on our boat, right? We should take it with us. Dunstan's
no
eyes
way.
sparkling.
Oh no.
We can't fit that thing on the boat unless we cut it into pieces first. He's holding his sword with the stars in his eyes and drool coming out of his mouth.
Oh, this
What?
is gonna go an interesting way.
I can't ride it if you cut it into pieces. How am I supposed to ride it into battle then?
You're not. You're supposed to eat it, dummy.
You have George.
If you guys are planning on fighting this toad, let me hop to the side for a little while and absorb some trees.
You can absorb the toad.
And as you all are discussing this, you see.
We haven't stopped. Are we just like?
Yeah, you're just cruising. The toad. You're passing by the toad slowly. It's staring at you, and as you're going, two more crocodigators appear. And oh gosh, hang on. Oof. Let me move the boat a little. And two more crocodigators appear at the front of your boat, and you hear the sounds of scraping along the sides of the ship.
Gonna look down.
Yep.
What does Millie
Millie, you see a crocagator crawling up the side of the ship. Slowly.
they're trying to get onto our ship.
They must want to join the crew as well.
Yeah, that must be it.
Yeah, totally.
That's not true.
Gonna,
How that work?
There's
gonna
no
hop down.
Alright, I want everyone to roll initiative against the crocagators.
Don't forget to click your token before you do it.
Indeedy. I'll bring up the initiative tracker.
I can never find where initiative is. Is it under? Oh, it's under combat.
Yeah, it's there. Oh hey, the music changed at the right time.
Perfectly planned.
It's not perfectly timed.
Shush. Take it.
I'll take it.
Roll with it. Roll with it.
Alrighty. And I gotta roll for the crocagator.
Never allow them to see your incompetence.
I know. I'm good at that. I'm bad at it, depending. My rolls are killer again today, guys. You're doomed. Oh, man. How do you add one? Ah.
Jeez, Rick.
Right click on it.
I got it.
Jeez, Rick.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
Alright, and we should be good to go. Dunstan, you're first up. The crocagator, you're right next to the crocagator, actually, as it's trying to scramble up the side of the ship.
Dunstan's going to use his special ability of being able to swim and jump down.
It's actually it kind of is.
That is a special ability to this crew.
Alright, you land in the water. Sploosh. You can swim. You're not rendered helpless.
You're in my element now.
Time to cut through this crocagator. And maybe the ship, but hopefully not. Just the crocagator, right?
Mm-hmm. We can hope. Alright. Crocagator rolls defense. Oh lord. I know how this works.
Defense. Defense.
It seems like okay. Think that's what it got. All right. You slice down, and as you do, your halberd manages to pierce its thick hide, and it goes. It hisses pretty significantly at you, and kind of falls back down into the water, but it's not done yet. It's definitely not done yet.
Take that, you stupid croc.
Alright, next is up are the crocagators. The one that just fell into the water turns around, and its eyes gleam, and it goes to bite at Dunstan. Give me a second. I have to change the music because that's not good. Well, that's a little heavy, but whatever. It's gonna go to bite. I know what the dice is on this. Roll defense, please.
Ha! Dream on! Gah! Not a good roll.
Right. No, not the best roll. So as you say, dream on! The alligator does dream. He dreams so hard, in fact, that he manages to bite you for 2 damage.
Your defense is insane, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised it's the same as mine.
The other crocagator leans over the side of the boat and goes to snap at you, Millie. Let us see what we got here. And it snaps! But, Jesus Christ, I forgot how high these rolls could get,
Well,
even at low levels.
as as it attacks Millie, it gains the ire of Sunny.
I see.
As red eyes turn to him, basically I'm using my revenge ability.
What's
Anytime, I'll show you.
okay? Oh, I see. Interesting. All right. Well, the Crocagator did attack Millie, and now it's your turn.
And I'm
Yeah. Okay. You going over there?
yes, I am coming. And then I'm going to attack it. Since I move more than 5 feet, I can only make one attack.
Yep.
Well, it's gonna be an all-out power attack.
All right. Okay. Well, your rolls are not garbage today, so that's some.
And also add another damage because that's a cheating roll, but whatever.
Unfortunately, the Crocagator doesn't have much in answer to that. So,
16 damage.
yeah, your blade strikes true. And the Crocagator hisses and goes or something. I don't know what sound Crocagators make.
Don't you lay your hands on a lovely lady.
All right, Millie, it's your turn. I don't
Oh,
know.
Millie was gonna try to tame this thing, but since Nakama is murdering it, she's gonna draw her sword and immediately cut it down too.
Alrighty. Let's have it roll defense.
I would have helped you, Dunstan, but you're in the water and I can't swim.
No one
He's
can
the
swim.
only one with the special ability of swim.
Wait,
And-
can't Tilly swim?
Yeah, she can swim.
She just doesn't want to.
Yeah, it's dirty down there. And as you cleave down, Millie, you put your sword into the Crocagator's skull, and it hisses one final time before
Wait, did it roll defense?
Yeah, I did.
I don't see it. Oh wait, I see it.
Yeah, you're a dummy. It splooshes into the water and flips over and is floating on the top of the water. Very, very, very dead. Gene, there's a Crocagator in the water.
I can't get down to it. So Gene will, I guess, just kind of go, "You're all doing very well," and that's. Oh wait, actually, I'm sorry, I've never done this before, but I believe that Gene has a pistol.
Oh, yes, you can use your pistol.
OMG, you have a pistol.
I
Yeah,
forgot to roll-
about this.
I forgot to roll initiative for Tilly, so I'm gonna do that now.
I apologize for asking this, but I don't actually know what kind of damage. What does a pistol do for damage?
1d6,
I think so.
I think. Plus your dex.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna make a ranged attack with a pistol.
Okay, go for it. Alright, that's not an impressive attack roll, but let's see how it goes.
Does Gator expect gun?
Let's see if the gator
She's
saw the
never used a pistol before, guys. What do you want?
Unfortunately, as you fire a shot into the water, it looks like the refraction kind of messed with your aim, and you missed really hard.
Fool. I'm an adept at gun combat.
I'm still practicing. That's my turn.
Should Tilly go?
Yeah, Tilly goes. She's gonna take out her snake bow, and she's leaning over the edge of the water and firing down into it. And the Crocagator tries to defend, but it really can't. So an arrow sticks out of the Crocagator, and it goes, but it's still alive. Before Dunstan, before you have a chance to attack, I guess some of you roll me a listen roll. Anyone who's not underwater, preferably.
Sure. I'll give you a listen roll.
I love to listen.
Aw.
11. All my rolls except for combat rolls today are gonna be trap.
Okay, well, that's good. I'll have Eileen go. Yep, that's good. And Tilly can go.
Oh, guys, we have like a second attack now. In case you were wondering.
Yeah, Tilly turns a little bit, but that's all she does. Dunstan, it's your turn.
Okay. Dunstan's a little annoyed at getting bitten. Ugh. Boy. He raises up his halberd into the air and strikes all his strength, doing a power attack for -5.
Alright. Go for it. Let us see if Crocagator sees this coming. Crocagator does not see that coming. Crocagator apparently got
Jesus Christ, that damage.
got really tangled up in something on the bottom, and Jesus Christ, that damage.
I imagine the water splits a little.
How even does that
How
damage?
is it that high?
Yeah.
Because power attack, it's took -5 to hit for a +10 to damage because double-handed weapon.
Yep,
Alright.
if you use
And then what's your
two-handed
plus?
weapon.
What's the 8 from?
Yeah.
Plus two-handed weapons also you get a 1.5 strength
Oh
modifier.
my god, that's right. It's so good.
Plus I have a feat, so it's 2 times strength modifier for Dunstan.
That's real
So
strong.
much.
So
And
how do you want?
Punchy boys weak or broken?
They are, but
Punchy boys are still broken, don't get me wrong.
yeah. Anyway,
You just have to
Dunstan,
keep
how do
that
you want to do this?
So yeah, he just swings down the halberd with all his might, pretty much splitting this thing apart, as well as the water, and probably a bit of the ship. He was not impressed by getting bitten.
All right, so a bit of the ship flakes off. That's a concern for later, I suppose. And as you do that, you have thoroughly slain the second Crocagator. As you do, as your head breaches the water, can you give me a listen roll?
Sure.
Okay, yeah. You definitely hear something, Dunstan, as your head breaches the water. It's like a distant yee.
What's that? Some kind of alarm?
No.
It sounded like did it sound like a person saying what you just said?
Yes.
Okay.
And Sonny, Millie, you could probably see it first. Two men appear on the shore.
These are large men, apparently.
Yeah, they're big. They tower. Like they're pretty large.
Millie will quickly wave at them. Hello.
Boy, howdy. Hello there, little missy.
Internal monologue. They don't seem the brightest, but at least they seem friendly.
Woo-wee! We got ourselves some Crocagator's tonight. Hell yeah. Cletus, can you
Oh, no.
get that?
Is this the song you want for this
No,
moment?
no, hang on.
Okay. I was like, I didn't know that these guys were gonna be that big of a threat.
Here, this is fun. Okay, that's better. In fact, I know probably this one is probably more appropriate for these two. And then skip. Alright. Yeah, this is probably more.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, that's more. It's more appropriate.
Yeah, howdy. Hey, folks. We ain't seen no strangers here for a little while.
Yeah, we just came in.
Good afternoon. Hello.
What a strange accent.
What you mean, stranger? You're the one with the accent, not us.
Dunstan's just dripping wet all over the deck.
Hoo-wee. You look wetter than a corn dog in a rainstorm.
What?
Don't mind
Corn
me.
dog.
Yeah, you ain't never had Mama's
It felt
corn
like-
dogs? You
I
missing
don't
out.
understand, it felt like you could have said anything in a rainstorm.
Is that like a Labrador or something?
Oh man, shoo! You don't even know about Mama's cooking. They don't know about Mama's cooking, Clinton. I know, Cletus. I know.
It's actually
Mama?
pretty good. I'd like to learn a couple things from Mama.
Yeah, Mama sounds real nice.
Oh, Mama's
Like
the
my
best.
mom.
Could you tell us where is this river going to lead us, and will we be welcomed there?
Oh, this river goes way into Black Marsh, like all the way in. Yeah, gets a little small for that big old ship of yours, though.
And is there civilization in the? Where are you from? Are you in the middle of Black Marsh?
Shoo, you betcha. It's just us and our mama and our papa out here.
By the way, can I ask, are these guys particularly large?
Oh yeah, they're exceptionally large.
They're not
Well, that-
giants.
They're not.
Are they giants?
They don't appear to be as big as giants from the giants you know from One Piece. They're not like that tall, but they're
half giant.
yeah, they're half
They're
giants
just
more. Or
big
less.
guys.
Yeah, they're half giants more or less. Big guys.
They're One Piece cubes that just happen to be really tall.
Yep.
That's actually a great point.
Yeah.
Sometimes humans are just big.
Sometimes, yeah.
Well, we could take you to see Mama's if you're looking for something to eat. At least we could do you for these crown gators. How about that?
Great. I could help if you guys are up for it. I like to cook.
Your hospitality is appreciated. Could you also recommend us a location where we might anchor down and our boat will be safe?
Shoo, you betcha. Cletus, you go ahead. I'll take these nice folks. You take crock gators.
They both have the same voice, and I apologize, but I'm having trouble.
That's perfect for these two.
Okay.
You got it, Clint. See you at Mama's. Yeah.
And Clint, this larger one here, he he retreats back, and this guy with the crocodigators in tow, and Clinton walks through the muck, and starts climbing up on the ship.
Whoa, I could have. Go back over here. Big man on board.
Give me 1 second. There we go. Alright, it's just around the river bend. A little bit that way.
Nice to meet you. You said your name was Cletus?
Nah, I'm Clinton. My brother's Cletus.
You're Clint. Your brother's Cletus.
Yeah. You
Nice
got
to
it.
meet you. My name is Gene, and I shake his hand.
He's our captain.
He takes your hand in his hand absolutely swallows yours.
I suspected that might be the case.
On his
Yep.
hand. And I'm Sunny.
Well, hey there, little fella.
Nice to meet ya. And Tim's hat smiles real big.
And Clinton will tip his hat back at you.
Well, you're not too far to Mama's. You folks ain't city slickers, are you?
No, I'm not from the city.
Perhaps
I've never seen the
comparatively.
city in my life.
I'm from a tribe. Is that
Ah,
like a city?
Nah, you're like me and Clint. You know, we a tribe. We a clan.
I'm from a small village. Me and my family were, well, let's just say that we weren't exactly the biggest family, so we lived out in the woods a lot, alone, really.
I see. Hold up, folks.
And he goes over to the toad, who seems to be like still staring as you guys are passing by, and he grabs like a big ol' a fruit or like a nut out of his pocket and tosses it the toad's way, and the toad's tongue lashes out and takes it. And then the toad just closes its eyes.
Yeah, gotta be careful with those guys. They eat you whole.
Wow, what did you do there?
Well, this island here has some particular berries that are really good for putting things to sleep.
He starts writing this down. I see.
And I kind of also look over at Eileen and just, Eileen, it may be worthwhile to pick up a few.
Oh, sure. Yes, I'll do it. Oh, I could show you, little lady, to a couple of bushes near the house. If you guys don't mind, a little detour.
That
We
would
can
be.
work together, Eileen. I can both make a dish. We can make medicine and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, you mentioned you don't get a lot of visitors. We expect to be here for a good amount of time. Do you know? I asked Dunstan to show him the log post. Do you know about these?
I reckon I see Pa have one of those. Never taught me how to use it though.
So you don't know how long it takes, perchance, to.
How long what takes?
Fair enough. Could we perchance stay at your home for a little while? I mean, just have our boat docked there and stay in the area?
Oh, shoot, of course you can. We ain't had visitors in so long. Be nice to have some company. Mama will cook up something good, I'm sure.
Me and Mom are gonna get along real well, I feel.
Perhaps a little too well.
Death flag.
What?
Throwing death flags after last session.
That's a you're not gonna get along flag. All right. I am. All right. We'll guide the way.
Yep. And he takes you down the river, and he takes you down the river and a little ways, and there's a better maintained dock at like a delta, a small delta. And he jumps off the boat and ties you guys up. Y'all might want to weigh anchor, yeah. This is furthest we'll go. This is close we can get a house before it gets too shallow, you know.
Drop anchor.
Yeah.
Take his advice. All right. Lead the way, Clint.
It's sure Bob, Mr. Gene, Mr. Palsgrave, sorry. Gotta mind my manners or Mama have my hide.
And
Show us the way, Clint Eastwood.
he shows you the way. He eventually stops somewhere in the woods and is like,
I swear there were one of them sweet berry bushes around here somewhere. I reckon I don't see it though. You folks see it?
I'm gonna look around.
yeah. Everyone give me like search checks if you're looking for berries. He did take you to the spot. He remembers seeing them. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
Food. My nose tingles.
Yeah, Sonny, he's standing right next to them and he doesn't even realize it. They're like right behind him.
Mr. Clinton, is it nose?
Ah, shoo! Right under my nose. Well, you can take as many as you like. These things grow all over the island. Thank you.
And Eileen acquires some stuff. Sweet berries.
I will also grab some and put it in my pack.
Okay.
Millie will also take some.
Alright. Sweet berries have an effect that makes you fatigued and sleepy if you eat them. So
I'm gonna add them to the. I'm gonna add them to the whole.
okay.
Like how many? I'm just saying for everyone else, so that it's not.
Yeah.
The work isn't duplicated. Actually, I am curious. Like, how many are we able to harvest from this? Because I assume we just take a good amount of them.
Let me roll a d20.
What are we able to harvest?
18 pounds. 18 pounds of them.
Okay,
Like-
that's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep a pound on me.
Yep. Managed to get 18 pounds. And, Eileen, rubs her chin and says,
I have a few ideas for these. But I'll need somewhere to work.
You might be able to use the kitchen, at least until we can figure out a place for you to use your medicine.
Okay. Thanks, Sonny.
Of course.
Well, if you folks are done, picking berries, we should probably get back.
Probably a good idea.
Good idea. Yes.
and he leads you a little bit further in, and you guys all arrive at a nice little cottage in the middle of a pretty heavily forested thicket.
Quote unquote little.
Yeah. Oh goodness. You're outside. Alright. Everyone drag their tokens on the board. I am doing my best.
Oh. I just put myself in the house.
Whoopsie. Alright. I guess, did you leave Dante on the ship?
Yeah, I imagine so.
Probably, unless they think he's a meal.
Yeah. You did see Clint eyeing up Dante while he was on top of the deck. So.
Well, this is our house. There's the bath,
And he points to the side where there's just a tub of water. Big ol' outdoor tub of water.
and there's the spit. This
If you don't mind, I'm just going to, I'm just going to go. Can I have one of your trees around here? I'll go farther away from the house.
sure thing. But
Perhaps we should go for a break at this point because we have just arrived at Mama's house.
Sounds good to me.
All right. We're gonna take a short break. See you guys in a minute. God, my Southern is really coming out with these characters. Anyway, we'll see you soon. Hey, welcome back, everybody. We're back from our break. Had a nice break.
I reckon we had a good break.
Oh no, it's affecting other people.
It was bound to happen.
I know. All right. Well, we'll pick up right where we left off. Gene, you were going to grab a snack out of some trees.
Yeah, grab a couple trees. Just take a moment, go over. You watch as Gene kind of goes into the forest, looking maybe 75, and then comes back out looking maybe 60 years old.
Huh. You look a little younger, fella. Did you drop off the kids at the pool? I always feel better after I do that.
You have children.
It's not exactly what I meant, but we'll just leave it at that, eh? Gonna check if Mama's home.
That was an actual misunderstanding. Alright, I walk in.
Everyone just assign your own meanings, whatever that saying is supposed to mean.
I'll tell you later. As you enter, Gene, you see Cletus standing in the middle of a pile of mud on the floor. And before you get too far in, Clinton grabs you by the shoulder and says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! Gotta wipe your feet. Mama get real mad if you don't wipe your feet."
I feel like canonically Gene would have wiped his feet when he walked in.
Yeah, fair enough.
He's very big on manners.
Sonny also wipes his tiny feet and then hops along onto Gene's shoulders.
Alright,
Billy would have because Kuja probably wouldn't accept that shit.
that's true. They are very
Be
close.
a lady.
You gotta be a lady.
Yes, of
Dunson will
course.
probably wipe his feet, but he's also dripping wet still, probably. So it probably doesn't make much of a difference.
Alright. And, everyone's filing in, I guess. Outside you saw the two corpses of some crocodigators. And Cletus looks at you all and says, "Ah, they're here, Mom!" And from the kitchen, there's a woman, a very normal-sized woman, standing at a counter and with big poofy hair, and she turns to look at all of you and she's,
Oh, you must be Cletus and Clinton's friends. Well, how do you do?
Thank you so much for welcoming us into your home. Ma'am, I'm Gene Paul's grave.
Hi, I'm Sonny. He's literally on Gene's shoulder. Pops up from behind his head.
Oh, well, ain't you a cutie? Oh, I'm Abigail. Nice to meet y'all folks. We don't get many visitors on this here island. This is Black Marsh. I'm sure you haven't heard of us.
I haven't, but I would love to. I would love to.
Oh, well, that's real sweet.
gosh, I am struggling.
I'll tell you all about it. But y'all can make yourselves at home. I'm just cooking supper.
Would you like some help?
Well, you just did the sweetest thing. Come on down here, sweetheart.
Hopping literally on everyone's like shoulders and stuff, and then gracefully lands over here.
Don't be a Josephine, Sonny.
He won't be that bad. He's just happy to help.
Eileen's gonna go over to the couch and take a seat very daintily. There seems to be a large butt print. There seem to be large butt prints in the couches.
Craters for Sonny.
Now, Cletus, you listen to me here.
And she turns around, wagging her finger.
You best clean up your mess and go outside and get yourself a bath. Right now, mister.
And Cletus looks down at the muddy floor, and he's like, "Yes, ma'am." Drags himself outside. There's a big old mud track where he was.
And he was the one telling us not to track in mud.
Clinton
The
was the
nerve.
one.
Right. Okay,
Oh,
Cletus is the muddy one.
Y'all just make yourselves at home. Can one of you be a dear and go wake up the fella in the back room? Clint, I hope you don't mind, but I let him use your bed. I found this poor little fisher fella all washed up and dried on the beach today, and I couldn't just leave him there. It's almost supper time anyway.
Millie will say, "I'll do it," and then run immediately there.
All right. As people finally clear out of the way, Clinton kind of ducks and squeezes through the door, and eventually goes to the couch and plops down.
This house was not made for half giants.
No, but they were smaller when they were children.
It's the house they have, not the house they need.
All
or
right.
deserve.
So, as you walk up to the door, it is closed. Do you knock, Millie?
Hmm?
As you go up the hallway, the door is closed. Do you knock?
No, he just opens the door.
All right, Obero, you see a very strange, scantily clad woman burst into the room unannounced.
Who are you?
Oh, it's dinner time, but I'm Millie.
Are you? Does this place have room service or something?
I guess?
You don't work here, do you?
No, I work for the Vampire Pirates.
Damn.
The what?
The Vampire Pirates.
Of course she would.
Oh, this day gets weirder and weirder. All right, I'll be out.
Alright.
Do you want me to roll cooking? For
Yeah.
helping?
She'll roll cooking. I'll give her like a little bonus. She's pretty good at it.
You'll be
I'm
right
supposed
out.
to be good at this, but I rolled bad.
No, that's a decent roll. You do help her. You do help her out, and she give.
I'm just trying to help and not like take the lead.
Well-
This is her house, and you never interrupt the chef's cooking.
Be careful with that knife, sweetheart. It's awful sharp, but you are doing a fine job.
I'm an expert with knives.
Well, you're a little young to be playing with knives, but
Young.
Oh, he's not a kid.
oh, what, sweetheart?
And she crouches down and pinches your cheeks a little bit, stretching them out.
A half dwarf. Well, ain't that the funniest thing?
I'm actually about to say mate step. No, not the old one, but
Well, yeah, he the gentleman looks rather wise for his age, let's say.
he's well. I guess you could say that. Sometimes he doesn't look so bad. Other times he looks worse. It's weird.
I can't say I know what you mean, sweetie, but here, let me teach you a few little recipes. This is Mama's home cooked crocagator pot pie.
Oh, he's running down.
Complete with some yams. Like, I like to put a little sugar in them.
And basically, they're just having a talk about cooking recipes, like the down home southern cooking. Are the rest of you doing anything?
I was gonna say I'm gonna move into the main room now and just kind of stand there.
All right, and as
He has
Obero
shown himself.
as Obero comes out, you all see what looks like a fish man.
Explain to us. Explain to us what you look like, fish boy husbando. Give
so
us some
he's a-
deets.
He's a hammerhead fish man. So he kind of looks like fish husbando there, but he's got a big hat and that kind of trails off the back of his head instead of the actual like fin, but he still's got the protruding like points sticking out of the side of his head. But yeah, the face claim is pretty close to what he actually looks like.
Okay. And
But he compared to like, well, I don't know how tall exactly the giant Cletus and people are, but he stands about like 7.5 feet tall.
yeah, they're taller than you.
Okay.
Imposing in any other room.
Yep. In any other room, but there's a giant hillbilly right, sitting on a couch. So.
And then there's Sunny, who is like less than 3 foot tall, 2.5 feet to be specific, who is wielding a knife and helping a woman cook. So you just see this childlike figure helping a woman cook and flinging around knives, nothing.
Oh, jeez, there's a lot more people here than I remember.
Oh, hello, little fishy friend. You didn't look so good before. Are you feeling any better?
Oh, I'm feeling loads better. Thank you for the soup this morning. You guys should really try the soup. It's amazing.
Mama, who is this guy?
Oh, I'm Obro. What's up?
I'm
Sup.
Obro. Oh,
What's up?
Sup.
hey, bro, what's up?
Mama, you know you gotta take one of us if you're gonna go outside. It's dangerous out there. Crocodiles and the big old horn toads could get you.
Well, my boat held together a lot better. That wouldn't have been a worry, but I guess it wasn't as ready as I thought she was.
Wait, don't tell me you made a boat of
Wait.
your own.
Are you a pirate captain?
No, far from captain. I mean, I build boats for a living. It's kind of my thing.
Well, we have a boat.
You guys have a, what's her name?
And
Oh,
then, Sunny looks away ashamed.
Old man
God,
Jenkins is our vessel.
Odd name for a boat, but you know, I've heard weirder.
I felt that we change the name, because, I mean, it's only been a couple days, you can change it, alright?
I would like to practice my painting skills again.
Yeah, let's change it. So she can have practice.
All right, here's what I'm saying. This is gonna be the final. This is gonna be the final naming talk. We're all gonna. Next time when we leave this island, everyone is gonna put forward one name, and then we'll have sort of a runoff, and we'll put Old Man Jenkins on the list of names. That one goes in for free. How does that sound to everyone?
That sounds good to me.
That sounds excellent.
All right, everyone bring one name, and out of character, when we leave this place, everyone bring one name.
Damn it,
And
I have to
we'll-
bring two. Why did you do this to me?
If you don't want to, that's okay as well. I say, to anyone who doesn't want to do a name. For example,
Off GM.
Fox doing two.
You
Yeah,
know, the
delete.
god of our realm.
Yeah. Alright.
Just out of curiosity, what kind of boat is it?
It's a, and I say what type of boat it is.
It's like a caravel, like the Going Merry.
Okay, I just need to know what we were working with here. Gotcha.
It's a caravel. Is the
Oh.
make. If
Not
you'd like to
bad.
take a look at it, you're welcome to.
It's just a little down the way. I could take you if you're feeling better, fishy.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling a lot better. I mean, if you guys don't mind, I'd love to take a look at her.
Yeah, absolutely. But why don't we have dinner first? I know that.
Yeah, me and Mama have been working real hard.
Ain't you just the sweetest thing? Clinton, have you seen your pa around?
Afraid not, Ma. Sorry. Switching between these country voices and stuff.
Can't say I have, Ma. He's probably fine, but, you know, he lacks... You know how it gets. Sometimes he takes...
Do you mind, dog?
Oh, I thought that was my chair.
No, it's my dog.
That's a pup.
That's a pup.
Well, it was like I was doing it in the rhythm of his squeak, and I was like, oh, that's squeaky a chair.
Oh, okay.
Well, you know how I get. Sometimes he takes naps. I suppose you're right, but doesn't feel right to eat without him.
And she looks a little bit upset, which makes Clinton immediately upset her.
I could go help look for
Oh no, sweetie, you're our guests. You just set yourself down and help yourselves. And
She,
Well, dinner's not complete without everyone here.
oh, I'm sure he's fine. Probably just fell asleep like a bump on a log somewhere.
But isn't it dangerous out there to be alone?
Not for Pa. Pa's stronger than anything you find out there.
Well, I'll believe in him, and I'll try to make sure that I don't get too worried. I know what it's like to be lost in the woods, you know?
Yeah, well, you just help yourselves. Y'all can take a seat at the dinner table. I'm gonna go check up on Cletus, see how he's doing.
By the way, what's the ship look like? That might help us with naming it.
the ship?
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like what you see. I'm gonna eventually draw one up, a proper one up for you, and you can have it like a customizable period where I properly draw it up. Perhaps it's best now that we have a shipwright that I properly draw it up.
Yeah.
It's right now. It just kind of looks like a wooden ship, which is
Yeah.
kind of the vibe, right?
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe. But you'll have a ship right now, so you can customize it.
I'd like to go sit down over next to Obro.
All right.
I'm gonna sit across from Oboro because this new person intrigues.
Yeah, and I'm gonna ask him a few questions. So you said your name was Obro, right? I don't know if I introduced myself.
okay.
My name is Gene.
Nice to meet you, Gene. And like he sticks out his hand.
I'll shake his hand, and I've been doing a few rudimentary repairs on the ship as we've been going around. You know, making sure that there's some cracking on the mast and a few patches for small holes on the other side. But actually, I don't know how busy what your business here is, or it seems like you're a bit stranded. If you are willing to take a look and perhaps tell me what you think of my work, I would really appreciate it.
Oh, that wouldn't be a problem. No, I was just sailing around these parts in a prototype ship of mine, but I hit this really big wave and I thought I had her secured. Ended up capsizing underneath me. I mean, I was able to swim to shore, but drained me. You know.
I imagine
That's when Mama found me and pulled me in and kind of nursed me back to health for the past day or so.
Wait, you can swim, right? Good.
Of course I can swim. I'm a
Good.
fish man.
I was just curious because some of us can't really swim for a different reason. But
Tell me, tiny person, why can't you swim?
Tiny person.
well, you see, instead of explaining it, he gets out. Let's see what he can bring out. He brings out this what looks to be just like a very small wooden dagger. And then he starts unfolding. Before you know it, it's a full-size katana.
Obero's eyes kind of light up and he's just like, what the hell?
I ate the fold fruit. I'm a folding human dwarf. Fold person.
Oh, you ate one of those devil fruits?
Yeah. I didn't know it at the time, but I came to know it very soon after.
And someone should have stopped you sooner. Those things are bad luck. How many?
They're
Well,
also
the rest
really
of you-
gross.
Yeah, how?
Yeah, really. How would you know, Millie?
So how many of the rest of you are devil fruit eaters too.
Tilly looks over at you from a book she's been reading and says, "Well, not me. I'm. Oh God, sorry. Let me get back into the Valley Girl."
That was a
Not
valley
really
girl
well,
that grew up in the valleys of Texas.
Apparently. Ugh,
When
not
he
me.
asks that, Millie will raise her hand.
What?
Really?
Really? You ate a devil fruit?
Yeah.
Eileen also raises her hand sheepishly.
Gene's a little on the fence. He's just gonna he's gonna hold back for now.
Okay.
Damn.
Why aren't
Just,
you?
he doesn't really like talking about. He doesn't
Why-
really like talking about his thing.
Yeah.
And she'll look at Captain. She'll look at Pete and says, "Why aren't you raising your hand, Captain? You're the reason why we're."
That's so Millie.
Throw
Felt
him
that
under
one
the
coming
table, why don't
immediately.
you?
Yeah.
That's exactly.
You're our namesake, after all.
I don't know what you mean by that. At
Oh,
least the namesake part, but the yes, me as well.
Damn, I'm surprised you guys made it this far, haven't eaten devil fruit.
Well, Dunstan saved me when I went overboard, so he's really good at swimming. Isn't that right, Dunstan?
Dunstan just shivering by the fire, still soaking wet.
Y'all, you reckon you need a towel or something, feller?
That'll be great.
Let me get you one.
Dunstan wasn't thinking earlier and jumped into the river with the crocodile.
How could he? Oh.
Dunstan, would you like to borrow my coat? It's too big for me at the moment anyway.
That's okay, Captain. There's a perfectly good bear rug right here. Just wraps the bear rug around himself.
Clinton comes back after a moment with a towel and hands it over to
A
him.
very tender scene for Dunstan.
Yeah, it's actually a really big towel. Like it's a towel for Clinton, so it absolutely dwarfs you.
Thanks.
No problem.
I'd be like swimming in a sea of blankets for Sunny.
Yes, it probably would.
But you're definitely right about devil fruits bringing bad luck, Mr. Obero. They've been nothing but bad for me.
And she's still sucking on her smoothie instead of touching the food.
Jeez, hell! It's been a couple hours.
She's been nursing it.
Big smoothie, okay?
Yeah, she's been nursing it.
A somber nod of agreement from Gene.
Well, I wouldn't say bad luck per se, but from all the devil fruit eaters I've known in my past, like, you live with a curse essentially. Like, who would want that?
Well, mine was an accident. I managed to live past it, but I've learned mostly to conceal my powers. People just don't understand them.
I just found the fruit and bit into it. It was gross, so I stopped.
Yeah, she's a bit dumb like that.
You didn't spit it out?
Doesn't matter, Sonny. Once you bite into a devil fruit, you're done.
I believe actually you have to swallow it. But
No,
don't think
I
I'd
think
ever
it's the
know
first bite that does it.
Yeah. You don't have to eat the entire thing, you just have to bite into it.
that. Wow, I never knew.
Well, that's why I'm here in the Grand Line, actually, as I'm hoping to leave mine behind. I figured if there's anywhere to do that, it's this strip of ocean.
Alright. Never quite heard of someone trying to get rid of it, but, more
Like you
power
said.
to you.
Like you said, it's a curse.
Yeah, I'd like to get rid of mine too.
It's alright.
Millie. So plussy.
Well, I wish you both the luck when it comes to that. I don't really find mine much of a hit. It's helped more than hindered, but it is something that I've had to hide.
Hmm. So, you're really a shipwright, Mr. Obero?
Oh yeah, I've been a shipwright for most of my life. Ever since I was a wee little. He kind of like holds his hands up and he's trying to figure out the right word for it.
Tadpole?
No, I'm not a frog.
That was true, Billy.
Why?
You're
I
a
wasn't
little
trying to be
fry.
mean.
You're a
When I
little
was just
fishy
a-
fry.
When I was just a little fishman.
I was a little
You
fry.
were a fish boy.
I was a fish boy.
Yeah, let's go with that. Ever since I was young, I've been studying the art. My God, it's an art. I used to study shipwrecks and stuff beneath what was that island? Now that I think about it.
Everyone.
Ah, whatever.
I'm sure
there
everyone
any
leaned in
treasures?
interestedly at that.
Yeah. Were there any treasures?
No, other divers came and took it, or other fishermen pirates. But for me, seeing some of those wrecks, that was treasure enough. Just so much wreckage, and you get to admire the craftsmanship with no one bothering you. Made good salvage too. I mean, ever since I saw that, I kind of had that dream of, well, one day building a ship that couldn't sink. I mean, can you imagine that? Like,
That'd be really helpful for someone like me or the captain.
How could
A
you
ship
have a
that
ship
couldn't
that couldn't
sink.
sink?
I'm still trying to figure that out myself. But it's just, it's like chasing the horizon.
Well, good luck. I've been a chef since as long as I can remember, and I've also kind of make blades, but I haven't been able to do that in a long time.
I like helping people by healing them. So I want to do that a lot more and get a lot better at it.
I love to sing.
I
That's-
like books, I guess.
Oh, don't just say it like that. You're a genius. You read lots of books.
Oh, Millie. Don't oversell it, sister. Eileen looks to Jean.
Jean kind of just. I'd like to live on a nice small house on an island in the South Blue and retire.
South Blue's not a bad blue, at least from what I've heard.
Well, it's a comfortable blue. For me, at least.
Hey, it's a noble dream. Not a lot of people think about stuff like that.
What about you, Dunstan?
What? Dunstan, who was kind of spacing out in front of the spire, turns around at the sound of his name.
Your dream. What's your dream, Dunstan?
What? I'm not asleep. What dream? What are you talking about?
No, dummy. What do you want to do with your life?
I need to find a certain someone.
Oh, are you gonna murder him?
So
Damn.
direct! So direct! Kills me.
Oh, Obro kind of just raises an eyebrow and he's just like, this like a
Sorry,
bad.
Billy's weird.
Who are you trying to find, Dunstan?
Well, it doesn't matter. I'll probably never find them anyway. He shrugs. Well, it's a big place after all.
Is it like an ex-girlfriend or something?
Maybe they're already dead. That would be
Well-
nice.
What? No! Don't say that, Billy!
Millie's still working on the assumption that's a revenge quest she's on.
And-
Besides, why would anyone want to look for an ex?
Man, you humans are weird.
I guess.
Sorry?
I don't really understand the outside world.
Are Kuja humans?
Yeah, they are.
Okay, just making sure.
They're just Amazonian humans.
Yeah.
They're from a isolation society.
Look,
It's just a
everyone is
country that might not be true.
everyone
think
is a
they're
human
human.
to Obero. It's just you've got tiny humans, you've got large humans, you've got long-legged humans.
He's vaguely
Humans.
racist.
Like
They
all
look
fishermen.
alike.
He's human blind.
It's fine.
I'm only half human though. I'm also half dwarf.
Those exist.
Yeah.
I'm not
Huh.
really sure what they are either. Sonny, do
I've-
you know?
Well, we're a tribe of very, very small people.
How small?
Well, generally, we're like, puts his fingers up to like 4 inches. Generally,
Over-
we're about this big, but because I'm only halfway, I kind of bridge the gap.
Oh my.
Obero just kind of cocks his head and he's like, I do not understand the things you are telling me right now.
I'm also not one to ask questions. I don't think I'd like the answer.
The Hagrid dilemma.
The Hagrid dilemma.
Yes, indeed,
From in
indeed.
front of the fireplace, covered in the blanket.
As he's looking deeply into the fire.
Yeah.
The Hagrid dilemma.
Oh my gosh. After a couple more minutes, Mama comes back in with Cletus.
All right. Now, have we helped ourselves, or do we need to get serving?
We were
right.
We're
talking.
waiting for you to return.
Yeah, we were just kind of talking.
Cletus, Clinton, would you be be dears and serve our guests?
And they're both like, "Yes, Mama." they trudge over and start passing out plates. It's a pretty substantial meal. Like there's the pot pies are as big as normal pies, and there are many of them.
We're also pirates.
Yes, yes.
We're also in One Piece where people have
Yeah.
bottomless stomachs.
Clinton brings you Dunstan big old pot pie.
Here you go, buddy.
Thanks. Do you have anything to drink?
Oh, you betcha. We got the finest,
Mama's famous lemonade.
You mean
Moonshine.
moonshine?
Yeah, we got moonshine.
Famous grain alcohol.
Yeah.
we got Paul
How is it al-
stash of moonshine out back. I'll sneak you a couple
Now, do
barrels.
they have outhouse
As-
wine?
As he
Hey,
says
buddy,
that,
that
Doctor's already
moonshine might
outside.
actually
The
warm
door's
you up.
just swinging.
He just crawled out a window like I'm gone. Whoa, wait up there, partner.
Can we? Is there something non-alcoholic? I may be able to drink alcohol, but I don't like how it tastes.
Well, of course. I got some special tea here, and I've also got some lemonade. You help yourselves now.
I'll take the lemonade.
Billy will take
Glass of
the
lemonade
lemonade
actually
and the
sounds
tea,
lovely.
and will be shoving her face with a mound of pies and food.
Oh,
Oh.
my, hungry, aren't we?
Sonny is also eating, but he's more of a gentleman when he eats than Billy.
Yeah, Eileen will eat too, but she kind of picks at it. She, as a note, I think we've confirmed that she can eat. It's just that it doesn't do
It doesn't fill her.
it doesn't do much for her.
She needs 2 different foods.
Yeah.
ING needs a restrained and average amount.
All right, and she comes to serve you drinks. Clinton and Dunstan are out back drinking moonshine by the barrel, I guess.
Halfway through this
Absolutely.
dinner, Millie's gonna actually just clap, lean over, and say, "Okay, now, what is a papa?"
Well, I'm afraid I really don't understand your question, sweetie.
What exactly is a papa? I understand what a mama is.
Well,
I had a mama.
Papa's the other part of the parental duo, you know. There's a mama and there's a papa, and they make babies.
How?
Wait, you didn't have a dad?
No.
Oh, sweetheart. She gets a little flustered. I'm a little. I didn't realize that I'd be having to share the birds and the bees. I'll tell you after dinner. How about that?
Obero's sitting in the chair, kind of trying to do mental math and see how that works.
A quick summary. Do you know how me and Dunstan are men?
Yes.
It's just a mama that's a man.
Oh. That makes sense.
Eloquently put, sir.
Perfect.
Close enough.
Mr. Polesgrave.
Just Jean. Fine, please.
Oh, all right, Jean. You can call me Abigail or Mama, if you please.
Sense motive. Is she hitting on you?
You can sense.
Married woman.
You can sense motive, I guess.
Jean's a silver fox right now.
You go ahead. She thinks
I
you're.
assume not.
She thinks you're attractive, but she's not flirting with you.
Yeah.
She's laying on thick.
Just very hospitable.
Yeah.
Cletus, do you mind taking the couch tonight? We have a lot of visitors, and I want to clear out as much space as we got for them.
He's like, yeah, Mama, you got it. I know.
I don't think about a lot of stuff. Like, pillow would be fine for me, and that's like the entire thing that I need.
Oh, you're not a dog, sweetie pea.
You'd be surprised with what kind of accommodations I've had in the past.
Relax.
Sunny takes the exact same volume as a chest.
Fair enough. And out back, Dunstan and Clinton just drinking moonshine. Now, this here is Paul's secret stash. This is good stuff.
Well, it's not very secret if you know where it is, though, right?
Yeah, but he's awful at hiding stuff. He's really hard to miss, you know, when he tries to sneak around. He ain't very good at it.
Lucky for us. He just drinks down a load of it.
Yeah.
So, you was looking for somebody? I couldn't help but overhear.
Yeah. Just, well, you know, it's a Marine. To put it frankly, he caused a little trouble on my islands a while back. No big deal, but if I can find him, that would be nice.
Huh. Well,
Out of character, it is a revenge quest.
It is a revenge quest.
well, we don't get them Marine types around here. They didn't tend to leave us alone. But I heard some weird things about the next island over.
Well, like I said, I doubt I'll find him anyway. I heard he was somewhere here in the Grand Line. The place is pretty big after all.
Yeah, there are a couple different ways to go, probably. Pa's told me a little bit about it, and Ma too, but she don't like talking about it. You know, she like us to stay at home.
Is there anybody else on this island, by the way? Apart from all of you?
Well,
And the gators.
Well, there is
And he lowers his voice and looks surreptitiously from side to side.
There's the Shadow Man, but we don't
Whoa.
we don't.
What?
Well, there's a bit of a witch doctor type.
Wow, what happened to that accent?
I have no idea what you're even trying to say there.
He's the Shadow Man, a witch doctor type. You know, it's
Now you're not even.
I'm trying, okay? Leave me be. It's hard. It deteriorates after a moment. I only heard stories about him from Mom and Pa, though. Tell us we should stay away. They live around the center.
What, are they dangerous or something?
I mean, Clinton shrugs. I ain't heard good things from them.
What do you mean?
Well, they a bit freaky. They do all sorts of weird magics and meddling with dark forces. At least that's what Ma said. So
Dark forces?
yeah, like the spirits from beyond the grave. And he takes like another big draught of moonshine. Sometimes you can see lights drifting through the marsh. Mama said they're the spirits of the departed. And the Shadow Man, they like have some sort of wicked voodoo with them.
Well, I don't know if that's true, but we'll make a note to definitely avoid them. We won't
Yeah.
go anywhere near those guys.
Yeah, y'all.
Inside Dunstan's head must go to them people.
Yeah,
Exactly.
y'all just stay out of the center of the island, and you should be fine. Carry some sleepy bearers on you for them horned toads, and y'all be fine.
I'll keep that in mind. By the way, any idea when your papa will be coming home? You know, I might be interested to find out how long this log post takes to set.
Oh, Mom might know. You could ask her. Pa, I'm not sure. Sometimes he can get a little lost out in there, and
How do you get lost when you're taller than a tree?
I don't know. You don't know if he's taller than the trees.
He's a giant.
You don't know that.
There's freakishly tall humans for not being giants in the series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's One Piece, it's loads of tall people.
Yeah.
Some people just get taller. Like, they're already
Like-
adults, and you see them like a month later, and they're like
Yeah,
twice
that'd
the
be
size they
weird,
were.
by the way.
It's
Yeah,
weird.
like Whitebeard's a good example for just a freakishly tall person.
Yes.
That's very true.
Mori is
Now-
also a good example of a freakishly tall person.
Mori's a lot of things. He's got a lot of things going on in the physicality department.
He's like a bowling pin. Yeah, he's a bowling pin.
What's really weird is that you can see him as a young man and he human.
He looks human as a young man.
Yeah, he looks more human proportions. He didn't really have that like bottom
He got five-
fold.
He got a beer belly.
I
Looks
guess.
like a bowling pin.
He does.
Yeah.
He swallowed a really big bowling and then became.
Clearly. Anyway, yeah, Mom might know about what'd you call it? The thingamajigger?
The log post.
Yeah, log post.
Alright then. I'll go ask her. He just picks up a big pile of alcohol and goes to walk away.
I'll come with you. I don't want to miss dessert. And
Hey, Fox, would it be safe to assume that I've already got a log pose?
I mean, did you buy one?
I brought one from the last island.
Ooh, no, I didn't.
Okay, then you don't have one.
Okay, that explains the shipwreck then.
Might explain the shipwreck.
Yeah, sounds about right.
That might be right. And Abigail is just sitting there, kind of helping herself to dinner.
Excuse me, miss.
Well, how can I help you, sweetheart?
Do you know how long it takes for the log post to set on this island?
Oh my, it's been a while since I thought about that.
She thinks for a moment or two.
Probably shouldn't be any more than a couple of days.
Well, that's a relief to hear. I was worried it'd be like a year or something.
Oh, goodness, no. I'll double check. I'll double check my my diary or my journal or what have you after dinner. I could get an exact time for you then.
Well, that'll be much appreciated.
Oh, Dunstan's starting to get a little bit of that.
It's contagious.
It's a little bit contagious. All right. Well, if everyone has had enough to eat, we have Clinton and Cletus have generously offered their rooms to y'all. Unfortunately, there's only 2 beds, but they can both fit 2 of y'all if you're comfortable with that.
Actually, if you, I hope you don't think of this as me refusing your hospitality, but I would rather actually make camp out in the woods. I'm more comfortable out of doors.
Oh, well, alright, sweetheart, but it can be dangerous out there at night.
I have no doubt that I'll be fine. I won't go too far away.
Oh, alright, well, suit yourself. What about the rest of y'all?
I'm
I
still
don't really-
feeling pretty rested up from, napping all day. If you don't mind, and he kind of looks over to, is it Glenn? I'm forgetting everyone's names.
Me?
Gene. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Glenn.
He looks over to he looks over to Gene and he's like, "If you don't mind, do you mind if I take a look at your ship?"
Sure, we can stay. I'll stay near the ship. That way, if there's issue, I can just retreat to that.
I'm going to head back to the ship as well. I don't want to leave Sir Langton the Third alone there. Who knows what might happen.
And yes, so I can. I believe I know the way. Do I remember the way?
Yeah, of course.
I remember the
Also,
way.
you'll have Dunstan with you, so it's not like you're gonna get lost.
That's true. I'm glad our navigator doesn't have the Zorro get lost.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
Zoro isn't the navigator either.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll lead Obero back to the ship, and I'm gonna stay there for the night.
All right. Eileen will look over to the rest of you and say,
Do you guys wanna stay or go back to the ship?
Well, we were offered.
It's-
It'd be kind of rude to refuse. Plus, I'd
But-
like to discuss more recipes and stuff.
But it seems pretty rude to kick the 2 nice guys out of their room.
Don't mind us. We got the couch. We sleep on that most nights when Mama gets mad at us for tracking mud in anyway.
I would like to talk about some recipes, maybe practice a couple things. I've been, well, while I have been cooking for the crew, I want to practice some more.
Well, you just help yourself, sweetheart. We got a bit of spare ingredients left over from the crocker gators earlier. You can practice on that if you will.
All right, I will. I'll do that, and I'll make some nice treats for everyone.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get my little old self to bed. I'm a little tired.
It seems like you've had an eventful day. Thank you again so much for all that you've done for us, Abigail.
Yeah, thank you a lot.
Well,
Thank you.
You no need to thank me, dears. I'm just happy to have a little spot of company. You know, we don't get many visitors around here.
But we saw a dock when we were coming here. What are those people like? Why don't you go talk to them?
Oh, honey, there are no other people on this island. You must have saw the old docks out front. Gorg put those up a long time ago, but they've kind of fallen apart in recent years.
Well, off for the night then. Thank you again.
Sleep tight, Captain.
And Jean Gene goes to leave. He actually looks kind of sad about not staying the night there.
Aww. Well, the two half giant boys, big boys, take up a couch each. Just an entire couch.
Probably more than a couch.
Yeah.
Them tokens are leaning off of them couches.
Yeah, them tokens. So basically what happens is their torso fits on the couch, but their lower half is just dangling off.
Oh man.
Oh man.
That's an uncomfortable position. I've been in that a lot of times.
I guess Sonny's just gonna cook some stuff, practice some cooking.
Yep. Abigail's gonna go to her room. Eileen's gonna go to one of these beds and have trouble deciding where she should sleep. Yeah, you managed to cook up. What are you trying to cook?
Probably some just some sweet meat treats of some kind.
Sweet
Pork
meat.
buns.
Yeah, pork buns.
Pork bun.
Crocagator buns.
Crocagator bun.
Okay. That goes kind of okay. Crocagator, sorry, is rather gamey, so you have some struggles with the flavor.
No, wouldn't you?
I would actually. I've had it. It's really strong.
Well, it is. I'm doing my best to take down the gaminess of the flavor.
All right. Is Obero's going off with Gene and
Yes.
Gene and Dunstan, so you guys are off.
Millie, where do you think we should sleep?
This one. And point at the bottom one.
Until he's already in bed reading
She
a book.
doesn't care.
I guess that looks a little cramped. I could sleep over here. It's fine.
Alright. And she will immediately just hop in the bed with Tilly.
Okay. And
Like, unceremoniously just jump in the bed.
Alright, and we're gonna swap over real fast to Gene and Friends. Let me just get these tokens out of here.
Gene and friends together again.
Yeah.
What-
On the way back. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, on the way back, Dunstan's going to be telling Obero and G about the legend of the Shadow Men, the vicious ghosts that haunt the swamp at night, stealing away on weary travelers.
Are you
Black
trying to
magic.
are you trying to intimidate them vaguely?
Maybe a little.
Okay, roll intimidation. Let's see how good your spooks are.
Sure. If I can find it. 19.
Pretty
They're shaking in their boots.
pretty spooks. Pretty spooks.
You don't actually believe stuff like that, do you?
If Sonny was there, he would totally. As long as you rolled above a 10, he would believe it.
Obero's just trying to act real cool about it. He's like, yeah, sure, okay, whatever.
All right, roll
That's
me a
fake,
bluff.
right?
Roll me a bluff. You're trying
Oh
not.
fuck, I'm horrible at bluffs. Okay, come on. Sorry, I'm new to Roll20, so this is all.
Yeah, you can click the skill name.
Whatever, you're a scaredy fish.
And if you guys want to sense motive, you can.
Sure.
Yeah, you're not sure, Dunstan. Not sure if he's buying it. Gene?
Yeah, you're probably right. I'm sure Clinton, who's lived here his entire time, is completely full of it and has no idea about this stuff.
Gene just seems like a little bit distracted, like he's only
Oh, that
come to
wasn't
half
supposed to be a
Spain.
search. Shit.
No.
All right, that search one is supposed to be a sense motive. I might have just missed.
He's sensing your motive. He's calling your bluff.
Oh,
Silly.
oops.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. So you were saying Gene looks distracted?
Yeah, he just is kind of like half paying attention as he looks a little bit distracted. Just kind of bummed out since he left.
You could go. You could always go back there. I mean, she's real nice. She took me in. Not a lot of people take fishmen in.
No, I can't.
What's
Kind
the
of just
matter,
like
Captain?
raises an eyebrow and he's like, "Okay."
You know, I haven't told you much about my years on the island, have I, Dunstan?
I can't say I know what island you're talking about, Captain.
When I met you, you were actually one of the first people I met. I was living on an island for a number of years, by myself, uncharted in the South Blue. And the reason for that was what happens to me. You've seen it firsthand, yes?
Of course.
That happens to the things around me as well. Frankly, you and, well, all of us are about as much as I can handle at any given time and protect from my ability. So I certainly wouldn't want anything like what's happened to me to one of those nice people that we just live with. But every once in a while it stings a bit to not be able to just enjoy the warmth of a hearth like that.
That sounds like quite the curse.
Well,
Well, I guess it makes sense why you're so antisocial sometimes.
yes, well, it's been nice to see people again as of lately.
How long were you on that island anyway?
And Jean kind of looks down. A long time. I didn't quite track every day. Frankly, when I stepped onto it, I went there thinking it was meant to be a grave more than a home. But over years, I ended up gaining a little bit more control. At least 5 years, but I lost a lot of track, as I said.
Well, Captain, I'm sure that if you controlled it a little bit, I'm sure you can control it some more. One day, you'll definitely be able to step inside that house and taste that woman's cooking.
Well,
Properly.
I did that at least. And he kind of chuckles a bit. It was a good dinner, but, well, another night camping isn't such a bad thing.
You really want to stop out there in the woods? What about the Shadow Men?
What's a shadow man?
And Dunstan's going to start repeating the tale, just with more exaggerations this time.
That sounds terrifying. She looks scared. No, I don't want to. The Shadow Man. I mean, it does sound a little bit far-fetched.
What?
I'm just saying. It seems like maybe they were exaggerating a touch to you.
No, I don't think he would do that. He seemed quite sincere.
I mean, what were some of the details that I was told about the Shadow Man that you said?
Probably like they're like 50 feet tall.
Yeah.
Goes through the night.
50 feet tall. We would have seen him over the tree line unless he's like laying down the whole time.
Duh, Captain, they're ghosts. You can't see them in the daylight.
How do you know they're 50 feet tall then?
That's a great point.
Well,
I'm starting to think your story's bogus.
hey. It was Clinton who told me the story. Clearly he's the one who's seen them.
All of you roll some spot checks.
You don't notice a
Somewhere
50-foot tall ghost coming
Wait,
your
hold
way.
on a second. Let me properly trigger the. I don't think the Shadow Man does really exist.
Okay, you've triggered
Before
flash.
I say before I make my spot check.
Yes.
Yep. I don't think the Shadow Man does exist.
Dunstan, you are very upset, apparently, that they don't believe your story.
I believe you heard the story. I was just.
And then you hear in the corner of your vision, you see a large man, and you
Yeah.
hear,
Gene Obero, you, maybe you saw something out of the corner of your eye? Like a light? But you're not sure. When you turn your head to look better, it's gone.
Just the slightest shiver down the spine, and then Jean goes, but maybe it is better to spend the night on the ship. Just in case.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm sure they can't get aboard.
And yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I continue walking to the ship. Are we at the ship?
Yeah,
Yeah, are we at the
Yeah, you're at the ship. You see the old
Oh.
man Jenkins in the night before you. Lancelot looks down at you and wags his Triceratops tail.
What is that?
That's Brooklyn.
Oh, you thought they didn't play into it, did you?
He's my battle mount.
And yeah, I mean, I go about showing Obero around the ship and get ready to,
Oh my goodness.
Go for the
Obero's a
evening.
little large.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know how to shrink him.
only the DM can shrink.
Let me, allow me to shrink him. There you
Shrunk
go.
him. Okay. All right, yeah. Let me just take a look. He's kind of nervous about the dinosaur.
The dinosaur actually trots up to you and bumps your hand for pets.
Nice lizard.
just call him any name.
He snorts indignantly at being called the lizard.
Make
Okay,
up a
back.
name.
Okay, Bastion.
He looks at you more approvingly now.
I'm just gonna continue petting him as he's kind of like eyeballing the side of the ship here.
He sniffs
Huh.
you a couple more times before trotting away. He seems disinterested now.
So, what can you tell me about her? Is she built, bought, or gifted, or hand me down?
And as you say that, you turn around and Jean's no longer there and has gone to sleep.
Gift, bought, or gifted?
Stolen.
Yes.
That's one way.
None
to
of those things.
Fantastic. They left me.
They left you alone on the deck of the ship.
That's fine. I'm just gonna just admire the craftsmanship and stuff.
All right,
kinda,
and
like,
as
take
you're
a-
alone on the deck of the ship, we're gonna call it here. We're gonna call this session right here. I hope you all had a lot of fun, and thank you for playing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for running, Fox.
It was a good game. Thank
I always
you.
love this game.
Yes.
I'm
You
glad.
just joined, but
Well,
I'm glad
I know
you already
it's
love it.
It's one of those kind of like I've been watching it from like the YouTube series, and now I finally get to play it. It's
Oh,
that-
you're a watcher?
yeah.
Nice.
I watched it to prepare.
You
To
also watched
prepare
it
your
for
body.
fun.
Got it.
Prepared.
Were you prepared?
Not as much as I should have been.
You did great.
Oh.
Oh wait,
Well-
you didn't make your actual character. You did.
Oh
It
man.
was
All right.
wonderful to have.
Well,
Yeah.
and thank you all, the viewers, for coming out and watching. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much. If you're watching on YouTube, you might want to give this video a like, or maybe comment, or maybe subscribe. All of that really helps out. And if you're on Twitch, following is good too.
Also hit the notification button to view more uploads when they happen.
Like,
Tell your
comment, and
friends.
subscribe.
Yeah,
Tell your parents. Get a billboard and advertise in the streets, all that.
yep. Alright, everyone, you have a good night. Goodbye.
Thank you for coming.
Bye.
Bye.